Welcome to the Virtual Energizer audio series by Charlotte Forsterer. This is Consumer Consumed Part 1.
So, in order to receive, one needs to have the capacity to receive. So, very often you have all these notions about what now needs to come to you in your life and what you need to receive, because we start our session by saying, I give myself permission to receive my highest good. And in your highest good is contained everything that is there for your birthright, everything that is there that is meant for you, because it is my truth, because of the bounty of this earth. Not the abundance, the bounty of this earth. It is my truth that you can actually receive as much as you want, because there's just so much to receive in just one moment, never mind a lifetime. And we unfortunately don't realize that there are certain physical laws that is applicable as much in the physical reality as it is at the level of our feelings or of our mental capacity. So if you want to receive something, you need to have the space in which that must come. So very often people will wish and will want for very big things to come to them. Very big things. Big. But where's the capacity? So when life comes to your door with this big thing, it says, but I can't deliver this thing here because there's no capacity to receive it. If I should deliver this into this space, it may just destroy the whole space, because you need to have the capacity in your life to receive what you ask for. How do you create capacity? How do you create capacity? First of all, you must be willing. You must be available. You must be committed. You must be flexible, because it's not going to happen the way you think. It never happens the way you think. So today I want you, when you go away from here, go and take a look at the things in your life that you really want, that you are ready for. You feel that, you've been waiting your whole life, and very often we are almost indignant with life, and we say, why are you doing this to me? Why are you withholding the love of my life? Why are you withholding my prosperity? Why are you withholding from me my acclaim and some people like the word success, not a word that I favor, but my accomplishment? Why are you withholding this from me? Because I'm working so hard and I'm giving my best and I'm doing everything that I know how, and still it's not happening for me. Why? Why? Because you have never created the capacity to receive it. You have never allowed yourself the sankalpa, the power of your own intention to create for you what you want, because you didn't really believe it was possible. And now, for most of us, we don't even really know what we want. We think we do, because we're constantly comparing, because we are very, very good at consuming. We are great consumers. That's why there's marketing. That's why there's ads. That's why there's all the point of sale that you see in the shops, because we're great consumers and we love consuming. But things are changing. And in order now for life to have a relatedness with you, because there's no time and space anymore for relationships, people. The time of relationships on this planet is over. I've been dealing with relatedness versus relationship for many years. For many years. I have done research, and I received this message probably about 10 years ago already, that relatedness is going to be the way forward, not relationship. You are in relationship with what you want to receive, because it has to come in a package that you can recognize. And when it doesn't come in the package, and I used to say in my gift of life years ago, I used to say to you, it's going to be delivered to you in a little matchbox on your front stoop, and you're going to kick that matchbox flying, because you're going to say, but I wanted a 3 million bucks in my bank. And then inside that little matchbox was a 5-carat diamond that would have delivered for you the millions in your bank account if you had just taken the moment or have given it the necessary discernment to notice and to see what was given to you, to actually explore it, and then to have the capacity to receive it, to pick it up, to investigate it, to look through it, to look at its gifts. But we are so indoctrinated by the way things should happen for us and the way it should come into our lives. And look what's happened now in life. Life has taken away most of those processes, most of the ways in which things were delivered to us in our lives. We don't have the freedom. We don't have the freedom to go get them. We don't have the freedom to consume them. We don't have the freedom to enjoy them. Now, different laws are starting to operate. Different laws. And you now need to have the flexibility and the capacity to start receiving what it is that you want in your life in a totally different way. From shifting from relationship into relatedness. And that's a discussion for another day, because when we're talking about relationship, we're talking about two people occupying the same time and space. When we're talking about relatedness, we're talking about energy communicating with each other and different people coming together through a level of frequency and vibration. No longer the relationship, the occupying of time and space. We are now prevented from gathering together in time and space as a physical experience. We're now sitting in cyberspace. And yes, we still use the concept of time, but it's now not a concept, it's a mere concept. There's no context to it anymore. It's just a concept, because it allows us to tune in at the same time. That's about it. Because if you look at your experience of time, you will also see that has changed drastically. So another comment in the group was letting go of the normal. Letting go of the normal. What an interesting and phenomenal observation. To actually be willing to let go of the normal. Now, let me remind you, because that's all I can do, is I can remind you, I can stimulate your memory. I can stimulate that which you already know to come to the surface so that it can serve you, because it's all there already. I can't teach you anything. But let me remind you about the letting go of the normal. What is normal for you? Normal for you is to have a very clear and very defined and very carefully selected picture, expectation of what needs to happen in your life for you to be happy, for you to feel that your life is working. That's been removed. The normal is no longer there. The normal is no longer there. What is your normal? What is your normal? Your normal is your rightness. Your rightness about how you insist, how people must be, how people must treat you, how life must operate, because you're right. And you know, I had the experience within the last 2 days of someone coming to me in their rightness and how they were pushing me to agree with them, because that's what rightness is looking for. It's looking for some cronies to sit with it in the same corner in time and space and to agree with all its misery. Rightness always looks. That's in the non-experience chart that I share with you in Gift of Life. It's in the process. When you come to the top and you realize that everything is hopeless, then you go for help. And where do you go for help? You go for help to someone who's going to show you and tell you how right you are, how terrible your life is, how sick you are, how you are in the depth and you need more medication and you need more this and you need more that, and you need to be in a space where you can consume more, because then you'll feel better. And now that normal is not there anymore. You can't go and give yourself some retail therapy. You can't go sit and have a coffee with a friend and so that your friend can tell you how right you are about your misery, because that person is such a poo-poo or that person is such an idiot that you're complaining about. Letting go of the normal. And then I've also been teaching you for many years that change means discontinue. Change cannot happen unless there is some form of discontinue. That I've been teaching you. Change means discontinue. Something has to come to an end in order for something new to continue. The two things can't continue in the same space and time because it's not going to be possible. There isn't space for both. If that's what you're asking, there's no change. You're sitting on the fence if you want both situations to continue. Then you're making no choice. You're sitting on the fence. You're not actually in a position. You're a spectator on the grandstand with your VIP ticket. You've got no say in the game. Change means discontinue. If you want something to change in your life, let go of the normal, because change means discontinue. And if you take a look in your life at the moment, everywhere, look at the amount of discontinue that you are faced with. I am amazed. I haven't been to the shops much during this lockdown. I think I've been out there 3 times, if that much, 4 times at the most. And if you look at what every time I go in, because I haven't been there for a few weeks, I am amazed to look at the discontinue. How things have discontinued to be, and I am presented with the option to let go of the normal. How do you let go? You think you only let go when the penny drops. We love to say that. Oh, you know, it's been taking me a while, but now the penny has dropped. Really? And I'm inviting you now after this session, you, if you want to go and hold a penny in your hand, hold a coin in your hand. Make it a brown coin so that it feels like a penny. And if you have a real penny, go for it. Hold the penny in your hand and let the penny drop, and then you see what happens. Just take a look what actually happens when the penny drops.
May your investment into yourself